guys, Blazie here, and welcome to this Lazy Blazie review spoiler edition of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, so if you watched my other review, I will just say now, this movie to me is a 10 out of 10. I loved this movie. I absolutely loved it. So yes, this particular review will be spoilers. I do have a non-spoiler review that's also out at the moment, so go check that video out if you don't want spoilers. But this one's all about spoilers. So let's just jump into it. I'll try my best, going off my memory and everything. I won't talk about I won't just go from scene to scene. I'll just kind of talk randomly about things because that's how my brain works. So yeah, Sonic was awesome. Yeah, very well voiced, and I just enjoyed him. Let's just talk about Knuckles. Knuckles was amazing. I absolutely loved Knuckles in this movie. The introduction to him was amazing. It was so badass. It starts off with Robotnik on the Mushroom Planet, trying to come up with an idea to escape. And there's some little funny scenes, you know. It's Jim Carrey. It's Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. And there's some funny little scenes there as he's trying to figure out, he has figured out how to escape, and then he's trying to make tea out of mushrooms, trying his best there, not really working out for him, but he managed to basically send out a huge signal that brings in these other people who aren't ever explained who they are. I guess they're just an alien race, or just, from another world or whatever. They're in full outfit, full gear, so you don't ever see their face. So they could just look like humans, but they're definitely something. And Eggman managed to take them all out just quite easily. He basically figured, yeah, some people are gonna come through, but all I need to do is just go through, and then at least I'm somewhere else and off this planet. But he takes them out, and then Knuckles appears, and it's so badass. I don't know what it is, the music and everything, the sound, it was so badass. And it's just yes, okay, I'm down for this. I am so down for this. This is exactly what I want already. And then it does go into Sonic and being Batman, basically Blue Justice or whatever he calls himself. And it was alright. It was just a fun little scene, and then it does kind of focus on him and with the humans and everything. And I do kind of in this one, they kind of the two humans, James Marston, Donut Lord, and the chick. Sorry, I don't remember her name or anything. They treat him like a son. That's their son. They even say it in the movie, let's go get our son, let's, oh, we have to deal with our son again, kind of thing. And I kind of like it. I kind of like that. They're not outright being he's our friend. Because that was the whole thing in the first movie, was Sonic making friends, right? But in this one, I kind of make it clear that no, Tails is going to be his best friend. That's what they're doing here, kind of thing, and Sonic is getting other friends, not the humans, and so the humans are just his family still, but they are his friends, but right at the end, he refers to Donut Lord as his dad, he straight up calls him dad, and so it is kind of adorable, and I kind of like it. I kind of liked it. Because, Sonic is a kid in the end. He is a teenager. So, and then, he's a much older dude. So, I kind of like it. I kind of understand why, because, yeah, again, he's getting a whole new group of friends, basically. And, yeah, Tails coming in to find him and kind of just warn him about Knuckles, basically, I believe. And the whole Master Emerald. And Tails ended up being very accurate. He ended up being so much more accurate than what I expected. Basically, in the first movie, during the baseball scene where he was running around and he created this big huge energy surge, Tails managed to pick it up in his world. And basically the surge just went everywhere and into the other world somehow. I don't know. But Tails picked it up and then basically spied on him. Including in the bathtub. There was a specific scene where it's just like, oh, you mean you've been watching me in the shower? And Tails is like, huh, trick question. Sonic likes bubble baths. It's like, oh, so you have been watching him bathe then. With Sonic then didn't question that then. Yeah, so yeah, he's basically been watching him, and like, and so right away, like as he enters the world, he's just like, oh, Sonic wouldn't do this, or Sonic would do that. Only Sonic would get himself in this kind of situation, and so on and so forth. So he very much idolizes him. He very much sees him as an idol and just absolutely loves him. Because like one of the reasons is because like, you know, Tails is different, and he saw Sonic was different, especially in that world, you know. But then like his speed makes him very different, and that's something that like he really connected with. And that is accurate to Tails' storyline, is he saw Sonic and thought of him as like this amazing hero. He was so amazing and incredible, and you know, he was a shy little fox and always got teased because of his two tails. And they did that storyline. They did that, of Tails kind of like watching him and then befriending him and idolizing him. And they did that. They absolutely did that, and I did not expect it. And it was really, really cute and just kind of charming. I really love one of the lines in there. He talks about like, I was, you know, like I was the freak and everything. And he's just like, I was weird. And then I saw you, and you're weird. And that was kind of funny, because it's like, oh, that's nice of you, Tails, to outright call your new friend weird. But yeah, it's like, I'm weird, and you're weird. And I learned that it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be different. I love that. That's actually a really cool explanation, or like a really cool... I don't know, I just really appreciate it. It's good for those people who, like me, who are weird, who are different. And as a kid, you know, that would actually would be a really nice message to hear, you know? That it's okay to be weird, it's okay to be different. So I really appreciate that line. I really appreciated Tails in this movie, you know, there's some really good stuff there. And their friendship, how they became friends and all that, I do think in a way it did go by a little bit too fast, in a way, kinda, sorta. Basically there's like a scene where they have a dance battle. They have a straight up dance battle with someone. And it is funny, it is cool, like it looks really cool and everything. Maybe a little bit cringy, maybe a little bit cringy, but it was a fun scene of them trying to dance, and at first they couldn't dance together, and then they managed to get into rhythm and dance together. And so they won that, and then like they kind of just have a moment where, yeah, they talk about, yeah, like, Tails idolizing him and everything. Tails then goes over to a fireplace and falls asleep. And this was just a really cute scene. For one, just him like just sleeping near a fireplace. He looked really fuzzy and really cute and adorable. And Sonic goes over there, puts a blanket on him, and kind of just sleeps next to him, and just goodnight, Tails. And then Tails' tails pop out under the blanket and cover over Sonic. And I thought that was just absolutely cute. It's absolutely adorable, you know. He's giving him a blanket with his tails, basically, and that is absolutely adorable. That was just so damn cute. I kind of just my heart. that was just, oh man, like I did not expect the cuteness in this movie. I really did not. Like there's another really cute scene which I'll get into later, hopefully, if I remember. What else? Okay, yeah, let's talk about the Master Emerald. The Master Emerald is basically built up of the Chaos Emeralds. So the Chaos Emeralds are in there. They were like hinted at in the trailer. If you like had like a keen eye, there was like a door that had like the Chaos Emeralds on it, and they talk about the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, I guess I should talk about that as well. Who Longclaw is and who those echidnas were who first attacked them. So they do go into that storyline, and it's basically the echidnas. I'll see if I can remember. Again, I just watched this movie. I already did the review, and now I'm doing the spoilers review. So I'm trying my best here. I do apologize. I don't have the greatest memory or the best explanation for things. I apologize, but I'll do my best. But like the echidnas, basically fused up the Chaos Emeralds together to build the Master Emerald. And with the Master Emerald, you could have like unlimited strength, and basically your thoughts become real, kind of thing. And as like one of the characters explained it, and I chuckled at it, that it was like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters. That's basically what it is. It's like your thoughts become reality. That's it. Your thoughts become reality. They don't really like go too heavy on like that kind of that thing, you know, that's Stay Puft Marshmallow. Though when Death Egg pops up, that's basically kind of sort of what happens, and it's just like, and that same character is just like, oh my god, it's true, but Stay Puft Marshmallow, I knew it. And it's just like, yeah, okay. It's a bit of a weird thing to do that to the Master Emerald, but I don't hate it either. I understand them, yeah, because yeah, the Master Emerald is made up of the other 7 Chaos Emeralds. Well, normally it's a separate thing. I don't mind that idea because I understand Sonic collecting like all 7 Chaos Emeralds in one movie would be too much. It would definitely have to be separated into 2 movies, but they have other plans. So I understand them just deciding, yeah, let's just make it one thing. That makes sense. I'm okay with that. I get it, you know. It would just become repetitive if he was trying to collect all 7. So yeah, again, I understand. But yeah, the echidnas made it and had this great power and everything. And then the owls, like Longclaw and such, or at least their ancestors and such, basically tried to get it back, like tried to stop the echidnas and managed to get a hold of the emerald and hide it on Earth. And the echidnas hated them, and so there was a huge war, basically. And so, you know, to try and track down where the Master Emerald is, and so there was just a huge tribe war. And by the second movie, all of them are dead. Knuckles is the last of his kind, which, I mean, is kind of true, you know, in the games and such, because they always do like Knuckles' tribe. Knuckles always has like this old tribe that's connected to the Master Emerald. So, you know, that's the storyline they went with. But at the same time, they all just went, yeah, all the echidnas are evil, basically, and want this for their ultimate power, while Longclaw and their ancestors, or the owls, were protecting it. And yeah, like I said, Knuckles is the last of his kind. Kinda to me saying that Longclaw, like the opening scene of the first movie, Longclaw got Sonic into the human world. I should say not the human world, but yeah, got baby Sonic into our world, and you know, closed the gate while all these echidnas are coming after her. So I think basically she managed to kill them all, because there was a whole bunch of them, but apparently, yeah, all the other echidnas are dead. Knuckles the last one, so that kind of means Longclaw freaking killed all the other ones. And probably, yeah, died as well, like, you know, died from her wounds or whatnot. But it sounds like she went out in a very badass way. I would kind of like to see that, that's for sure. But yeah, with the whole thing with like him being lost of his kind was kind of actually really sad, because they actually show baby Knuckles. They show baby Knuckles. It's just like this tiny little guy. He's got his spear. He's all warriored up and is like, and like the got the like the war paint on him and everything. And he's just like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and fight with you guys. But his dad, and like the tribe were like, no, you stay here. You're too young. You'll have your turn. You'll have your battle someday. And then he just never saw them again. And and that's the day that Sonic lost Longclaw, and so they have that connection. That's kind of how they become friends in the end. As they find out that they had that connection. They both lost people on that day. They both became alone on that day. And I kind of liked it. So yeah, it's all about like just basically getting that Master Emerald. That's what this movie is all about. It's a bit stupid in a way because like it's all on the map that he has in the first one, and he's kind of just like, oh, I recognize the symbol, I recognize the Chaos Emerald. It's like, oh yeah, there's an emerald on this map, and then all of a sudden it starts to glow, and then a message from Longclaw appears, and it's just like, why didn't that ever do that? There's no explanation for it at all. So that's kind of dumb. That's kind of very dumb. They could have done that a bit of a better way, I think. But whatever in the end. What is that? Nothing. Sorry. They definitely could have done that maybe a bit better, but at the same time, I don't feel like you're meant to really think about it because it's just a dumb, fun film. It's very entertaining, great music, great action. Basically, in the end, they do get to the temple, they fight it out. Eggman gets a hold of the Master Emerald. He changes clothes into he gets the green kind of outfit that was in the trailer and such. And then he builds the Death Egg. And the effects there were okay. It definitely needed some work. It definitely could have been just that slightly bit better. It needed a lot more color to it. It needed absolutely a lot more color to it. And by now as well, Knuckles and Sonic have become friends-ish, because Knuckles was betrayed by Eggman, because Eggman just wanted ultimate power. He just wanted the emerald. It was a little confusing as to why Knuckles wanted it, if he wanted power, but it is a little bit confusing kind of thing. It did sound like basically he was against Sonic. He hated Sonic because Sonic was with the Owls, and so there was that rivalry there. But it was maybe a little confusing as to exactly why Knuckles wanted it. Maybe he didn't even really have an idea why. He just wanted power, basically. He wanted the emerald back to his tribe, because his tribe made it and everything. He wanted to defeat Sonic and everything. I feel like he would have probably just protected it as well, though, and not let anyone else get a hold of that power. I feel like the tribes and the Owls kind of forgot, kind of thing, and were just fighting each other, and so I don't feel like he actually understood why, because he was just a kid in the end. So maybe he didn't really understand that how dangerous it was. Maybe I'm just kind of forgetting some details. I feel like that's probably what's happening. I'm just forgetting some details. Maybe. Or they just didn't really explain it very well. But all we know is that he wanted ultimate power because it was stolen from him. That's it. He feels like it was stolen from their tribe, and so that's why he wanted it. I don't feel like it was about ultimate power. He just wanted the emerald because it was stolen from them. I feel like that's it. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm still trying to work it out myself. They became and so basically Robotnik then tricked him and everything, which happens a lot. So that's accurate then. Robotnik would trick Knuckles. That's just what Robotnik does to Knuckles all the time. And Knuckles ends up basically once the emerald is taken, the the temple they're in starts crashing down and breaking apart and everything, and there's all this water coming in. Knuckles gets trapped like under the water on top of like with a pillar on top of him, and then so Sonic goes down, being all like, "God damn it, water again!" He has to deal with water quite a bit in this movie, and so he goes down. He just kind of holds onto a rock and sinks down, and rescues Knuckles, which I really like. There was a scene where like a bubble kind of comes up, and he just sucks it in and just gets more air, like the games. It's a little silly, but it's like the game, so I absolutely loved that. That's kind of funny, you know. It's like, I get it. And yeah, he saves Knuckles, who then swims up top, and then he's just kind of like, "Oi, what about me? I can't swim." And so he's just kind of, you know, stuck on the bottom of the floor, kind of jumping and just, you know, unable to get to swim up. And again, that's very accurate, because yeah, he doesn't swim in the games. He just kind of just bloop, flops on the ground. But yeah, so Knuckles saves him and then questions him, you know, "Why did you save me?" and all that. They just start kind of just throwing sand at each other, and that was kind of like, it's obviously Sonic does like little balls at him, and then it cuts to Sonic, and then just a giant ball just smacks him in the face, because Knuckles, you know, could pick up do a bigger ball, you know, and it's very funny and everything. This is where like Knuckles starts to become a bit more quirky, and I kind of loved it. I kind of love him. He's definitely just a derp in this movie once he like friends Sonic. And so then at the end, all three of them team up against Eggman, and it's so cool. It's absolutely cool. It's like, oh, like I did not expect to see that in this kind of way that they do it. Like they have like all three of them on screen. You have like Eggman's robots sort of attacking them, and so they have just like this little team up kind of moment, and it's really, really cool. I absolutely loved it, because yeah, no, it's just really, really cool, you know. Yeah, they all try to take down the big thing. I do love it as well, because it's just like, oh, what's his weak point? We need to find his weak point, and Knuckles is just like, his groin. His groin is his weak point. He's not wrong. He's absolutely not wrong. And that's just such a Knuckles line. It's such a Knuckles line where it's like, okay, yeah, he is Knuckles. Alright, I accept it. Because, yeah, he's straight to the point. You know, it's just, yep, attack his groin. and then Sonic is just like, wait, I am his groin. Because then it's just like, oh, I need to be the distraction, basically. I'm the distraction. He wants me dead. So I'll go out and distract him. I'll be his groin. And yeah, it was funny. I liked it. Yeah, they go on, they fight him off. Only just managing they knock the emerald out of him. Like literally. They managed to go aboard, at least like Sonic gets a little bit messed up. Tails and Knuckles manage to get on board, manage to get into where he is, and Knuckles literally just punches the emerald out of him. Because it got like kind of absorbed into his body. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. It got like he kind of grabbed it and it got kind of absorbed into him somehow, you know, as things do. Yeah, he just punched it out of him. So the whole thing comes crashing down, and so the emerald's just kind of a little bit further away from where Sonic is at the moment, but Sonic is kind of just completely out of it, dead. He's like basically crawling to it, while Eggman kind of wakes up and manages to get the robot moving again. So now the robot's coming in. Sonic's trying to crawl away to get the emerald. But then the humans show up, like the human characters show up in a car and manage to grab Sonic. Blah blah blah. Things happen. They end up kind of crashing, and just kind of like Sonic is kind of just hugging the emerald, which then suddenly breaks apart, and all the you see all the little 7 Chaos Emeralds, just tiny little emeralds in this one, very really tiny emeralds. And then Eggman is still coming, kind of screwing around with him, and then brings down its foot down upon him, and then the emeralds start to glow, and they go in Sonic. Foot comes down, But then everything starts to light up, not all gold, and there we go. There we have it. Supersonic. It happened. They did it. They have Supersonic, and it's really, really cool. He looks really cool. There's a lot of shots. They didn't do enough shots of him in like full Sonic kind of look, Supersonic kind of thing. Like there is, but there's also a lot of far away shots, and that kind of sucked. Like there's not enough of him kind of thing. I don't know. There is. You do clearly see him as Supersonic, especially later after the battle. But they definitely could have done something a little bit better there. And it was kind of cool. It was kind of freaking cool. Because, like, Eggman just throws a fist at him, and Sonic just stops it. Just stands there and just stops it. And it's like, okay, this is kind of freaking badass. I do wish there was just a little bit more, like Eggman was fully powered up. But Supersonic was able to defeat it pretty quickly. Which again is a very badass scene though. And then they do like a good little joke here, where they do a good joke here. Afterwards, once everything's defeated, Eggman looks like he dies because he basically just falls off this big death egg thing, because it comes kind of crashing down like this. He's kind of standing on top of it, and so it's going down like this, and then he's just gonna fall to his death. And that's kind of how it ends with him. You don't see him afterwards. And then the humans kind of went up to Sonic, and like he's still all super and everything. Then Knuckles kind of appears, like, no, don't. He's all powered up. He's not the Sonic you know at the moment. And Sonic then like lifts his hand up, and there's this huge storm that happens, and it's just like, oh shit, what's happening? And then a chili dog comes down, and he's just like, yum, 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 and just eats a chili dog, and it's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, he's still the same Sonic, but then he brings down more, and he's just like, alright, like, oh, you guys have to try this, brings down more, and he just splattered on top of Knuckles' head, and he's just like, no, he's the same Sonic. And then he just kind of disperses the energy and all that, because he realizes he's not ready for it, kind of thing. He's not extremely ready for that kind of power. He kind of just disperses it, gets rid of it. But then Knuckles kind of just forms the Emerald again. So there's the Master Emerald still. They kind of just have it now. And yeah, now all three of them are friends. The ending scene is them doing baseball. So very much like that baseball scene, basically, like calling back to that, Sonic being alone, playing it by himself. Now he has a whole bunch of new friends, and it was a really funny scene because I have Knuckles at the batting arena. It's kind of holding a baseball bat, just like, why do I hate the ball? Why do I want to hit the ball? And it's just like, oh, okay. It was such a Knuckles scene. And it's just like, okay, I love him. I absolutely love him. Knuckles is amazing. I absolutely love Knuckles, and yeah, this just reaffirmed how much I love Knuckles. Yeah, he was just so confused by it. But in the end, he just kind of just like ditches the bat and just punches the ball as it's coming to him. And then he's like, ha, yeah, I win. I have dominated the ball. And once to the base, it's like, I dominate this base. I have won. And then once to the next one, and just, it's such a funny little scene. And then we're just like, alright, let's just go out and get ice cream. And he's just like, what is ice cream? And again, very funny scene and everything. And so the movie ends on a nice little happy note. And then, the mid-credit scene, the little mid-credit scene, is we see the destruction of the Death Egg, and we're talking about we don't know where Eggman is, we can't find his body, but surely he died. But then we do see Dr. Stone, his assistant, who I'm pretty sure was in the Death Egg. Like, it was kind of confusing, I guess. I kind of forgot about him, because he was in there at one point. I guess I kind of forgot about him, but he survived, so, you know, and then, like, he's, like, dressed up as Gun. They have Gun there, who are, like, connected to Shadow, right? Which is kind of funny. They do kind of make fun of the name, because, like, it's basically after the first movie, they created Gun to deal with like alien creatures, alien forces, and all this kind of stuff. And sorry, and to try and deal with them, and I can't remember exactly. Like he said the specific name that Gun means. It's an anagram or whatever. And he says that, and then like one of the chicks realizes it's just Gun, and it's like gun, wheelie. It's like yeah, gun. It's like God damn America. I feel like it was like that kind of joke there. It's like really, guys, really. But then during that same scene at the end, they talk about and sir, as we were investigating Robotnik, we found files from 50 years ago. And then we go to a scene of this test tube giant container thing, and out comes a big container with Shadow in it, and they're just like, and then they mention, yeah, Project Shadow. So there we go, there we have it. We're getting Shadow the Hedgehog. I am so excited. Like, they absolutely showed the model. He did kind of just look like Sonic, and they just kind of colored him, kind of thing. I hope he doesn't look exactly like Sonic in the actual movie that he's in. I hope he does look slightly different. But there we go, Shadow. We got him confirmed, and I am super excited. Absolutely super excited for the next movie. Then, like they did it. They showed Shadow. It's what everyone wanted. Well, apparently a lot of people want Amy, and I don't understand. Amy is like one of the worst characters. I hate Amy. I hate her so much. Who's the worst character, Amy or Sakura from Naruto? I don't know. They're both horrible. And they're both peacock. Oh gosh. But yeah, they did it, and it's just like yes. I am so excited. And there's talks of a Sonic universe, and that this is phase 1. This is annoying, but whatever. If it's a Sonic universe, ooh, I'm excited. Ooh. And not like a Sega universe or something. Like, no, it's a Sonic universe. So, I am hoping, then, I am intrigued if that means we're getting a standalone Shadow the Hedgehog movie. Because that would be really cool. That was set 50 years ago, and it only focuses on Shadow. That would be really cool. That would be a really cool way to truly set him up against Sonic. Like, that would be so cool to see his tragic story and everything. He's like, you know, this project and everything, and see like Maria and like, just see his story. That would be so cool, so intriguing. I would love just a whole movie of Shadow, again, to build him up in this world. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. If I don't do that, I just do Sonic 3 with Sonic, Shadow, Knuckles, and Tails. I messed up what I was going to say, but Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Edge, Shadow. That would be really cool. I would still be fine with all that. Definitely curious to see what they do next. Absolutely. I think that's really it for spoilers, I guess. Yeah, like I said, Tails is very accurate, ends up being very accurate, and yeah, has that really cute scene. Oh yeah, that was it, that was the other cute little scene, right at the end. I like Knuckles just calls him Fox all the time, like, come on Fox. And it's a cute little scene where he's just like, come on Fox, and he kind of just picks him up, and then like, Tails just kind of hangs on his shoulder, like on his arm kind of thing, like his legs don't go up here, he's just kind of holding him like that. And I thought that was kind of adorable, really cute. And it's like all of them are just friends at the end, and I did not expect that. I kind of expected Knuckles just to kind of stay at a temple with the Master Emerald as he does. But no, it just seems like all three of them are just going to be friends, and I absolutely love that. It was very adorable. What else is there? I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. Again, I'll say it again, this movie is a 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. The fight scenes were very, very cool. Loved a lot of the music in there. I did a better explanation on my no spoilers review. Go check that out. This one is pretty much just talking about spoilers, pretty much. So think of this as a part 2 video. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I absolutely enjoyed it. But like I said, the only real complaint I have is with the human characters, with one of them getting too much attention, which was in the which is the sister of Donut Lord's wife or girlfriend. Their sister is getting married, and that plot line, there was some funny moments in there. There was absolutely some funny moments, like Donut Lord, his ringtone is the Sonic theme. That was great. That was kind of funny. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And there's some funny scenes there, but they also do something that's just like, like, it turns out the person that she's marrying is working for Gunn, and it's just an agent all along, and just kind of like, they were just trying to trap Sonic, and just trying to get a hold of Sonic and Tails, or just Sonic, and then realization, oh, there's another one. And so they kind of trap them both, and that's like a whole scene there. And that part of the movie did kind of drag a bit, because I just didn't care, but like, whoo, admittedly she was very funny, because it's just like, she's just like, what, everything was a lie, everything's a lie, this person's an agent, and like looks over to the minister, you know, the priest dude, it's like, are you an agent too? And he just pulls open his book, and it's just a gun in there. I'm very sure it was just a gun in there. It's just like, oh, okay, the priest is packing. But, because then, like, she does, like, this whole scene where, like, she's in, like, a golf car, kind of golf buggy thing, and she just tries to freaking ram down her husband, or, like, a partner or whatnot. And it is a cool scene. It is kind of funny kind of scene. Like, she like drifts it into like the big ceremony thingy, and just kind of walks out while it's still moving, and it's kind of badass. And then everything kind of explodes behind her. She's just like this to him, and it's like, all right, it's kind of cool. I don't really care though, because then I do this whole thing of just like, oh, why don't you love me? Like, oh, did you ever love me? And all this kind of thing. And then he's just like, oh yeah, I did the one thing a secret agent shouldn't do, is fall in love. And it's just like, yeah, okay, I don't care. It was funny though, it was funny. It just dragged on just that little bit too much for my liking. But again, it was funny. Everything was funny in this movie. So, yeah. Yeah, again, sorry if it's not a very good explanation and a spoiler review. Again, I don't normally do it like this kind of thing. I just thought I would. Go watch my other review as well of this movie. That's out now, and that will probably give you a little bit more explanation on things. Absolutely loved it though. 10 out of 10 movie. Go watch it. Go watch it now. Even though if you're watching this review, this spoiler review, still go watch it anyway. Absolutely. Yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, give it a like. Also, let me know down in the comments what you think of this movie, because I assume you're watching the spoiler review because you watched it. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, because I'll love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and VitoFox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.